You can see their work in the skies over Long Island, and they've been writing their messages for more than 40 years. News 12 Long Island's Bill Korbel spent a day flying with the GEICO Skytypers.
Summer on Long Island. Beaches, barbecues, baseball, and text messages written in the sky. 10,000 feet up, the words appear as if by magic. But behind every puff of white smoke is a team of 20 professionals who make up the Long Island-based GEICO Skytypers. Larry Arkin is the current team leader, carrying on a family tradition that spans 2 generations.
My dad started this business about 40 years ago, and I took it over about 20 years ago.
Every one of the team's pilots is a professional. Larry is a captain for a major airline, and most have military jet fighter experience.
The reason we look for that kind of caliber of pilot is because specifically for our airshow routine, we fly about 4 feet away from each other. Very tight formations, very dynamic.
Flying in 15 air shows this year, including the Bethpage Jones Beach Air Show, has become a big part of what they do. But skytyping remains the heart and soul of the operation.
The messages are about 3 miles long. They're seen in about a 20-mile circle.
Most of the skytyping messages are for corporate clients, but they have also done quite a few personal messages over the years.
When I was a kid, actually, my father was called by a guy whose girlfriend actually left him, and they wanted us to put up Pooh Bear Come Home. And they paid a fortune of money to put Pooh Bear Come Home all over New York. Now, whether she came back, I don't know.
The Skytypers get to fly a rather old but very cool airplane.
The aircraft is a North American SNJ-2 aircraft, and it's around the 1940 to 45 vintage. It roars like a big Harley Davidson, and it's a blast to fly.
The smoke puffs that form the messages are produced by injecting a non-toxic paraffin-based solution into the aircraft exhaust. The actual typing is completely computer-driven.
So the laptop transmits to the computer on number 1, which is my aircraft, and that data links out to the other airplanes, and in milliseconds basically triggers the smoke to make these giant letters in the sky.
Larry says that the great thing about skytyping is that people get involved in the process.
Because they'll watch it come out, they'll go N-E-W-S, oh, that's News 12, and they'll remember that message in the sky for a long time.
Bill Korbel, News 12, Long Island.
Well, needless to say, the Skytypers won't be writing messages over Long Island this weekend. However, they will be flying in the New York Air Show up at Stewart Airport in upstate Newburgh Saturday and Sunday. And Bill, a great piece. I said, you know, I'd want to make good if it was a windy day, and half of the message
Weather
disappeared.
is a big, we had to cancel this a number of times because the weather just wouldn't cooperate. You can't have too many clouds, you can't have too much wind or turbulence. So,
and I want to know if Pooh Bear came home.
We don't know. Somebody tell us.
Hanging on tenterhooks. So, do we want to do skywriting up there at the air show?
Newburgh should be a lot better than north. They'll have less wind. They'll have fewer clouds.